Let's fight. Let's fight. And a very good evening to Damian James and Rupert August and Dean Inglewood. Those folks have been waiting on YouTube, giving us their comments, waiting patiently. Am I pronouncing, is it Inglewood? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Dean Inglewood, Rupert August, Damian James. Good to see you guys there in the suburbs on YouTube, waiting patiently. Give us a pong there, guys. Good to see you guys, wherever you're picking us up from. Some of you that waiting. Want to know what's happening? Good to have each and every one of you in the ring, ensuring that we are set behind the scenes where we are, ensuring that we are set behind the scenes where we are, and that we are ready to go when you guys are here. And we are going to ensure that we tidy up very, very quickly. No time to waste this evening. Lots and lots and lots of information to get through. So we want to make sure that we are right where you are, ready to go, fired up, and ready to go, guys. Good to have so many of you already joining the live stream. So many of you. Y'all plenty. Good to have you guys. Welcome. Really, really good to have all of you. Very, very privileged to have each and every one of you. Patricia Asana, good to see you ringside there. And all of the other folks. The comments are already pouring in, guys. And Bernadette Duncan, good to see you as well. Barbara Major, good to see you. Siobhan and Marcia, all of the other folks joining us. Andrea, Dean, Rennie McKenzie Talbot, Joy Bruce, Roxanne Liverpool, Raul Brando, Ramatar wants to know if Yag coming into the ring. Yes, Yag is welcome. Once Yag wants to come through, we ain't got a problem. We don't. Marlon wants to know if, rather, Brandon wants to know if Yag is coming through. If Yag wants to come through, that's it. That is it, people. Good to see all of you. Onessa Ward, Dean, and Mark Almond. Let's fight, folks. Let's fight. I'm just following what some of the guys are putting in the chat there. Let's fight. Let's fight. That's the way we like it, guys. Action. That's the way we like it. And we're just sharing some information. It's Talk Back Thursday, guys. And prepare to call in at the appropriate time. Prepare to call in as soon as we get through some of the information. It's your night, Marlon. Marlon, let's hear from you this evening, man. Marlon, we know you're trenchy. Don't hide. Let me hear from you tonight. We want to hear from you this evening, Marlon. Don't hide. Trenchy, stay true to who you are. Stay trenching. German Korika, good to see you there as well. And all of the other folks. Getting some challenge here on my cell phone, trying to share the live stream some other places. Jacqueline Holder, good to see you as well. Siobhan Fraser, Myrna Monroe, good to see you as well. And Polly Ann Schultz, good to see you too. As soon as we get to the magic number, guys, we are going to be off like a rocket. I can promise you that. Bigly, we are going to be off. Bigly, we are going to be off. Give me a second and ensure that we have all that we need here. We are going to be off bigly. Great to see Siobhan Fraser, Alana Skeet, picking up some of these names here. Shelly DeRida, good to see you as well. Good to see you, Shelly. Kim King, good night to you as well. Good night to you, Kim King. Good night to you, Kim King. Who else do we have? Yasmin Henry, Polly Schultz. Again, good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. As soon as we get to that magic number, guys, confusion powder tonight. Confusion powder with the PPP. Confusion powder with the PPP. Good to have so many of you joining us. Audrey Ward and Pamela Saturine, Freddie Jackson, Orwell Don Cook, Gavin Holder. Yep. Good to have all of you guys. Let me ensure that my notes are set here. Let me unlock the war chest. Guys, good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. We love having you guys. We love you guys. Y'all crazy, but it's a good crazy. Gwenna Jones, Selena Fraser, good to have you guys there as well. I don't know why my phone's sticking. I don't know why. It's time for a new phone. Deborah, Sharona Lynch, and Valerie Archibald, Diane Forda. It's good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. Guys, as you come on, we always ask that you share the live stream. share the live stream. And we've made things so much easier. Just in case you all don't know what is sharing, look for that icon down below where you're viewing. We want to see those emojis. We want to see you click that share button. We want to see you guys retweet if you guys are joining us on Twitter. We want to see you guys subscribe if you guys are joining us on YouTube. We are all across social media just for your benefit. You can't get us on Facebook because you're in the jail. You got us on Instagram. You got us on YouTube. You got us on Twitter as well. Good to see each and every one of you here with us this evening. Again, it's always a very, very distinct privilege to have you guys with us. Also a distinct privilege. And I'm just ensuring, if I look a bit distracted, that my notes are set. Because when class starts, when you all finish sharing and class start, we want no problems. Good. I don't want any problems at all. Once the class is started, right? We're going from the beginning of the lesson right to the end. No interruptions. So share the live stream as you guys come on. Like, share, retweet, subscribe. Is my tie straight? Looks a little. Let me see. Feels a little crooked. Gotta look good for you guys, you know. Gotta make sure that we are looking good for you guys. Gotta make sure our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. Some of you, your I's crossed and your T's dotted. That's how you know the trenches. The I's crossed and the T's dotted. But good to have each and every one of you with us. And I am just about where I need to go. I beg your pardon, folks. 1 second. Just ensure that all my notes are in one place. I like to be organized in that way. Ensure that all my notes, they're one place. That's what I'm trying to do. Guys, again, good to see each and every one of you joining us. Each and every one of you joining us. Tremendous, tremendous privilege. And we're going to get right into the hot topics. There's where we are, guys. And again, we invite you to like. I want to see those emojis. We want to see those emojis, people. Share. We want to see you guys click that share button as well. If you're joining us on Twitter, you can retweet. You can click the like button there. Or if you're joining us on YouTube, you also have the option of liking the program, and also you have the option of subscribing. And when you subscribe, you get the automatic notifications. Also, if you're joining me on my Facebook page, if you're new to my Facebook page, Sherrod Avery Duncan on Facebook, and you haven't had the chance to follow that page as yet, use this opportunity to do so while we're doing a little bit of housekeeping, and you will get all of the notifications as soon as the program starts on Facebook. I think that is what that is for. We are advised, and we invite you guys to follow suit. All right, we invite you guys to follow suit, so that soon as we come on, that you guys are notified. Some of my notes are taking long to load, but I think I'm going to have to start without it. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. I don't want to keep my people waiting too long. All right, so let me see if that updates, and then we're going to move forward. Guys, so much information to share with you. Of course, we start with the hot topics this evening. Confusion powder. Because why? This is Guyana. And you know what else? The PPP back. The PPP, they come back. They are back, folks. Right? They're back. Confusion powder. Kudos to our graphic artists. Our graphic artists, plural, who help us ensure the program has that aesthetic value for you, that it's pleasing to the eye. Not like some people. Confusion powder today. So, folks, we are following this little dust up, or a beat down, if you want to call it that, between who else? Anil Nandalal and Yog Mahadeo. That is what we're following. Confusion powder, people. Confusion powder between Anil Nandalal and Yog Mahadeo. And for those of you who might be new to Yog Mahadeo, he is the board chairman of the state media entity, the Guyana Chronicle. He's the board chairman there, Well, Yog was asking because, again, the PSC has put this issue into the courts, that the president would have overstepped his boundary when he suspended the court, when he suspended the Police Service Commission. And also, the Chief Justice told us a few weeks ago, as you may know, that the list of promotions prepared by the Police Service Commission is valid. Now, the installed administration wants to say that the list is no longer valid because the Police Service Commission is defunct for all intents and purposes. And as you know, the installer from Ali, his name has been added as a respondent to this case that is now in the High Court. Well, the AG wants to have the installer from Ali's name removed because, according to him, the installed president should not be a party to any court matter. And so Yog was asking these questions. Yog was asking these questions in the public, right? Basically, Yog was saying, you know, can a president just do anything and he's not going to be held accountable? That is the question that Yog was asking. Can a president just do anything and not be held accountable? It seems to be a fair question, because we often hear about the presidential immunities and all of that. And Yog specifically says, you know, is the president not subject to any judicial probe? Is there no consequences for his negative actions? And I think he addressed the AG specifically, but the AG wasn't having it. Remember, all these are guardians of democracy, people. All of these are guardians of democracy, but now is the true nature of the PPP, the cannibalistic nature of the PPP. They got all of these things, they dangle in front of you, and then when they pull you into their web of lies and deceit, decadence and decay, the true people emerge. The cannibalistic nature emerge. Well, the AG wailed into Yog Mahadio in a cuss-out. The AG wailed into Yog Mahadio, the board chairman of the state media entity, the Ghana Chronicle. Anil said, and I want to quote him, were you to read the proceedings, Yog, you don't read. That's what he was really saying. Yog, you do not read. Were you to read the proceedings? Were you to read the proceedings? You could not have arrived at those conclusions. You could not arrive at those conclusions. Indeed, I am shocked that you are prone to such precipitous thinking. He says he is shocked. Remember all them as guardians together. You know you had precipitous thinking all the time. When they all went in opposition, he didn't know Yog had precipitous thinking, but now he in power. Now he clothed in the authority of an installed attorney general. Now he knows Yog had precipitous thinking. He says he's shocked. He went on to say the president's decisions are indeed challengeable in a court, but he cannot be named as a party thereof. Which is what Yog was pretty much saying or asking. Is the president untouchable? Right. But Anil was touching Yog here. He said, if you were to read, you don't read. Yog, catch up on your summer reading. You do not read. But if you were to read, you would not be prone to such precipitous thinking. You know what is happening here? Folks, you know what is happening here? This is the scorpion and the toad. This is emblematic of the scorpion and the toad. That anecdote, the scorpion said to the toad, carry me across the river. I'm not going to do you nothing. The toad say, you sure? Scorpion say, yes. How am I going to do you something? If I sting you, is not both of we going to drown when you carry me across the river? And the frog or the toad, the trenchies, proceeded to carry the scorpion across the river. And in the middle of the river, oh my God, the scorpion hit your sting. The toad said, I thought you promised me. The scorpion said, I know, but it's in my nature. It's sting, you're getting sting. You know why? Because it's in the PPP nature. They ain't even got to get everything that they want, but it's in Anil's nature. Now he says to York, if you were to read properly, you're a dunce, York. You're a duncey fire goat, geo goat. If you were to read, y'all remember York was once the CEO of GT&T. I didn't like how he left GT&T, but he was the CEO one time of GT&T. Now he then knocking about the place. He then knocking about the place, as my family used to say, from bow to stern. He knocking about the place. If you were to read York, you would know, and you would not be exposed to such precipitous thinking. You would not. So it's bacchanal in the PPP. It is bacchanal with the scorpions and the toad. It's bacchanal. Purgatory, confusion powder. It gets better. It gets better. So that was Anil versus Yag. Now you got Joe versus Frank. You got Joe versus Frank. They didn't even do a proper year in office and they're falling apart. It's confusion powder. It's confusion powder. So Joe said, since in early June, Joe said that according to the law, and this is on the question of whether vaccines are legal, mandatory vaccination rather, whether mandatory vaccination is legal. Since early June rather, around the 9th, 10th, Joe was on, I think, Hits and Jams, early morning. And he said, according to the law, it is illegal for employers to mandate vaccination. That is what Joe said. It is illegal. Now, there is no coherence, no script, nobody following in the PPPs. Every man for himself. So the private sector now wants more tests to be sold. They now want employees who do not vaccinate, who do not take the vaccines. They want those employees to get tests once per week. They want those persons, those employees to get tested once per week. And you know what? Frank say yes. Frank say yes. Frank say because it all helps to create a healthy work environment. So Frank has agreed with the private sector. So you got one minister in the government, the installed government. You see, when you install the purgatory and confusion powder that happens. So Frank saying yes to the private sector mandating vaccination for employees. Once per week, you got to go and get tested rather. You either take the vaccine or you test once per week. So Frank say yes. Push them to get vaccine. While poor Joe, poor Polari Joe, he in a little corner saying the law, but the PPP don't care about the law. This is the scorpion and the toad. When the law suits them to get from point A to B, they climb on the law back. And then by the time they get middle course, they don't care about law no more. Law out the window. If they didn't care about law, Dalrymple would have been charged. Carl Singh would have been charged. Cherachan Balgobin would have been charged. Not so. They would have been charged. So Frank saying yes to mandatory vaccination, go ahead private sector, healthy work environments, and poor Joe saying no. The law says. As a matter of fact, the last bit of information I have on what Joe Hamilton is saying, he's now walking back, saying, the legal department at the Ministry of Labor is looking into the matter. It is confusion powder. I have never seen a government in such disarray like the PPP. I have never seen a government in such disarray like this current PPP. But that is what happens when you get things the wrong way. That is what precisely what happens when you get things the wrong way. And so we are following. We are following what is happening there. Joe saying the law says no mandatory vaccination, and Frank saying yes to mandatory vaccination. But folks, it gets better. More pathway in the PPP. Confusion powder, people. Confusion powder. It's now Shadiq versus Datidin. Shadiq versus Datidin. And they are fighting about who pays for the COVID test. That is what they're fighting about now. Who pays for the COVID test? Because remember I said to you earlier on, the private sector wants employees to be tested every week if you don't take the vaccine. If you don't take the vaccine. Now, Shadiq, like Hamilton, Shadiq saying the law says that the employer must pay. If you must be vaccinated for work purposes on the job, then it is the employee who pays. That is what Shadiq is saying. It is the employer who should be paying. Right? That is Shadiq's argument. No. But that is not what Datidin believes. One installed government, and that is why the private sector, everybody doing what is right in their eyes. Shadiq believes that the law says the employer should pay. You want your workers to be tested every week, you should pay. Datidin says, no. Gordon Mosley put the same information in the public domain. And Datidin responded to Mosley and said, no. Let me quote him. Right? He said that that law is not applicable to external factors. The law is not applicable to external factors. I think he means there that COVID came from outside the workplace inside. You didn't go and meet it. Oh, so some people go and meet it. Some people go and they meet it on the workplace. So that then says the law is not applicable, which is a rebuff to Shadiq, because she holds the view the law says the employer should pay. And that then is saying now the law is not applicable to external factors. You see pocketory here? Confusion powder. And this is precisely why there is no uniform COVID-19 policy in this installed administration, because everybody mad. Everybody mad. And that is precisely why every business got its own COVID policy. Every private business, its own COVID regulation, even the ministries. Because if in one government you cannot have a coherent policy, it's bacchanal every day, it's confusion powder. And where is Irfan Ali on all of this? Where is Irfan Ali 1 year later? Where is Catfish Irfan Ali in all of this? Well, the Catfish say, oh, story. That's what the Catfish say. Oh, story. Story got a T at the end, people. Story got a T at the end. I want the children left behind. Catfish said he now looking at the issue. He's the only person I ain't got a position yet. He now looking at the issue. Hamilton think the law says you cannot force vaccination on employees. Huh? Frank said, I there with the private sector. Yes, force them. They got to take the vaccine. Shadiq says the employee got to pay if you want the workers to be tested every week. That didn't say no, the law doesn't state that. Folks, if y'all ever see confusion powder like this, oh, Father of mercy, and pour no first degree earphone. Pour iFloat University earphone. He ain't catching himself. He is not catching himself. But we can come back to earphone just now because it gets better. It gets better, folks. And we use this time now as our share breaks. Folks, you're going to need your coffee. You're going to need your Cokes. You're going to need your popcorn. Right? You're going to need it. So I'm advising you to get it because you will need it. Get some refreshments. Put up your foot in the chair. Click the like button. Click the share button. Click the retweet button. If you can. Click those buttons for us, folks. Click. Subscribe. Whatever you need to do. Whatever you need to do. Share the live stream. This is the share break. Share the live stream. Signs of the times. We're coming back to earphone. I promise you all that. We're coming back to earphone. Share the live stream. Signs of the times. It's the we living in. Signs of the times. Since the PPP come in, folks. We had a day arrest. Fire today in Alberton. 2 dead. Our thoughts and prayers go out with the families. Fire in Alberton today. 2 dead. 2 Venezuelan nationals at a hotel there in Alberton, or an apartment building. 2 dead. Another day under the PPP. Another day under the PPP. Precious minerals, am I wrong? Covita, Washington. Am I wrong? Huh? Pamela Vola. Claudette Clark. Rowena Cummins. Am I wrong? It's another day under the PPP. Onessa Ward. Kyle Schofield. Coco Brown, Milo, coffee, tea bag. Another day on the PPP, fire in Alberton, 2 dead. Folks, I invite you to share the live stream. Do us that favor. 2 dead. Y'all think the flood finished? This is natural. Iteringbang, Region 7, water rising. Iteringbang, Region 7, the water is rising in Iteringbang. The water is rising, people. Let me bring that in a little closer for you guys. The water is rising there. Let me bring that in a little closer for you. The water is rising in Iteringbang. In Region 7. You all thought the flood subsiding? That is what they want you to believe. This is today. They've come out and said the water is rising in Iteringbang. What else can they do? Yep, it's purgatory every day. Every day, the water is rising in Iteringbang. Purgatory. Purgatory, people, every day. The water is rising. And so we are following that. Apologies there. We're following that. Purgatory. Folks, where were you today when the blackout hit? Where were you today when the blackout hit? I don't know about you, but I had about 10 bouts of blackout. Right? I had about 10 bouts of blackouts. And y'all know y'all boy could fight. But that was too much blackout. I couldn't recover. It was too much blackout. I tired of GPL. I am tired of GPL. It's too much blackout. I'm tired. So after the 5th blackout, I plug out everything. I plug out everything. I wasn't even taking chances. I screwed the light bulbs. Blackout every skin. Blackout. And the trenchies will want to stifle their conscience. The Nakavakamites, the hippocytes, the Kavakamites, the trench crappers, they go want to stifle us. But the power and light company, Guyana Power and Light, GPA, was better under the APNU, AFC. You all know that. And it is getting worse. I tell y'all every night, people, things tight. Every night I tell y'all, things tight. And people doing a lot of strange things. Things tight. At Rose Hall today. Between yesterday and today, Superbet was robbed. 33,500. Them buying even sell up the 500. 33,500. Them boys are having it. Them boys came back for the money. You're telling you? It's come back. Them boys come back for the money. Them boys are having it. It's their money. They come back for it. 33,500. They went with. It gets better. Or should I say it gets worse? Huh? 33,500. It's their money. They came back for it. They came back for it. Y'all were just holding it for them temporarily. Them boys come back for the money. 33,500. A primary school, Nappy Primary School, was robbed. Happy first anniversary in Star PVP. Nappy Primary School was robbed. Well, when you hear what Nappy Primary School was robbed, you will come to the inescapable conclusion. You will come to the inescapable conclusion that things indeed tight. Just ensuring I have what I need. When you hear what was robbed from Nappy, listen what was robbed from Nappy. You're gonna know. Things are tight, people. Listen. Hold on. Get your popcorn and your Coke. You hear me? Get your popcorn and your Coke. Right? Get your popcorn and your Coke. And as we always say, here thingy. Right? Here what was robbed from Nappy Primary School. Right? This is Region 9, Upper Takatu, Upper Essequibo. The people robbed the hot meals program building. Things tight. You see what vegetables fetching in the market? The people robbed the hot meals program building and escape with the grocery. Then kind TV and remote flat screen and them kind is the grocery people went with. Right? They went with 2 whole chicken valued at $2,880. Nappy Primary School. They robbed the children. The hot meals building. They went into the headmistress office, the deputy HM office. They went in the hot meals building. Things tight. 2 whole chicken valued at $2,880. 1 pack sausage valued at $1,400. A pack of sausage is $1,400. Like me buy sausage in a little while. Sausage was 2 for $500. 2 packs. 1 pack of sausage valued at $1,400. They thief the knife. They ain't got knife. They thief the knife worth $400. The thief a cutlass worth $2,000. Things tight. The thief a bottle of cooking oil worth $480. The thief 1 jar of nut butter valued at $660. Things tight. And they stole they stole 1 2-liter squeezed lime juice valued at $4,000. Things are tight. And look at some of the other stuff I can't even cover because of time. Things tight. Cambio dealer robbed while on way to work. Security guard on remand for raping child. It's Pocatory. 57-year-old man on bail for exposing private parts. 56-year-old in custody after cocaine found in bottle. Bus hit pedal-cyclist. Flat scene. Construction worker on remand for wounding mason. It's Pocatory. Things are tight. So the people thief 2 whole chicken, 1 pocket sausage, 1 knife, 1 cutlass, 1 bottle cooking oil, 1 jar nut butter, and 1 2-liter squeezed lime juice. Y'all hearing? Y'all hear story here? Things tight. Pocatory. Pocatory. People. Pocatory. All right, my notes now seem to be cooperating with me. Pocatory. So, the Big Smith. Big Smith. Put out a ratings challenge. I didn't think Big Smith know what he doing. You know, the PPP got an anniversary coming up. 1 year in government, August 2nd. These cheating bastards. These low lives. These install set. The installation. Big Smith ratings. Big Smith ratings. You know what he doing. So, Big Smith. Put up your ratings. This is what he said. Monday, 2nd August will mark 1 year in office since Irfaan Ali was sworn in as the installed president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. How do you rate the president and his cabinet? How do you rate the president and his cabinet's performance? Below are the list of sectors on a scale of 1 to 10 and why. He didn't say if 1 is the highest or 10, but based on how people were responding, it suggested they interpreted as 10 being the highest rating. And of course, the sectors is governance, education, housing, water, local government, agriculture, human services and social security, natural resources, labor, home affairs, tourism, health, public works, public service, culture, youth and sports, marine affairs, public relations, and public affairs. I didn't think Leroy Smith knew what he was doing. But the ratings, oh boy. Folks, let me give you some of the example. All right? John Wall said, the PPP doing bear shit. Y'all be honest. Stop supporting evil and atrocious performance. That's John Wall. Joseph Satrohan, on a scale of 1 to 10, he gave them an 8. Ravi Singh says they're a work in progress. They are a work in progress. He gave them a 4. Ravi gave them a 4. Folks, you better share this live stream. Ravi gave them a 4. Vanessa Williams, give them a 0.000.000. Vanessa. Right? Faye Joseph, I would like to rate them in the minus column. -2. Right? She says, have the lives of the poor people improved? Faye Joseph, no, it's worse. Any improvement in the environment? Absolutely not. What about foreign policy? Disaster. Are we back at being a drug exporting nation? Yes, yes, yes. So my ratings remain at 2. Colin Smith said, I'm going to give 0. Michael Reed, 0 points. Gary Baljit. Gary said, in my opinion, Ali did well in his first year, but he not a score for Ali. He ain't picked none of this score, but you know Ali did well. Right? Pretty Onika, 1.5. Carla Thompson, waste until now. Citizens punishing, and y'all living good. Nigel Armstrong. This is Big Smith ratings on the installed administration. The past year has been challenging, of course, but despite all of it, despite facing a pandemic and all that, Guyana is still progressing, still progressively being developed. That's according to Nigel Armstrong. SB Sherm, 0.5, because he's not a real president. Norsha Glasgow, Goodridge, Norsha Goodridge, firing public servants, and you get the nerve to ask such a question with this fraudulent government and its ministers? That's Norsha. Right? Rodwin Jasper, 0 points. 0 points. 0 points. And the list goes on, folks. Marilyn Kamini Van Veen, I gave the PPP cabals a 0. Norma Jones, 0 for me. Firing, high cost of living, no salary increase, blackouts, no water, racial profiling, freedom of speech dead, COVID-19 skyrocket, too many road accidents. It will take a whole day if I continue. This is according to Norma Jones. This is according to Norma. And then there's a judge, she. Don't even go so far. Where is his qualifications to be president? That's Norma. Sandy Prasad says she give you a 10 because everything cannot happen overnight. I like Sandy. Sandy says she give you a 10 because she understands everything cannot happen overnight. When we the saying give Granger some time, where the 10 went? It's now they know everything can happen overnight, you know. When we say give Granger some time, Sandy said no, but she gave an earphone 10 because everything can happen overnight. She said, compared to the previous government, I gave the PPP a 2. This is Telford Lane. He gives the PPP a 2. He gave them an 8.0 for youth and culture. That's according to Telford Lane. Right? That's according to Telford Lane. Stephen Clark asked the question. Well, Brother Stephen says he didn't even fit for the scale. He didn't even fit for the scale. I don't know if Big Smith knew what he was doing here. I don't know if he knew, but we're going to keep you up posted on the ratings. Guys, in COVID, 2 more dead, 57 new cases on the COVID front. 2 more dead, 57 new cases. And there are shortages in the Sputnik V currently. Johnson & Johnson coming soon. Right? Did we have that up? Johnson & Johnson coming soon. That's how we get now to this administration coming soon. Sputnik V. They're out of Sputnik V second doses. The other doses coming soon. This is coming soon administration. Removing the fire service headquarters from Saybrook Market to home stretch. Coming soon. Coming soon, people. That's all we hear out of them. Coming soon. Coming soon. More vaccines coming soon. The elections petitions case hearings at the Court of Appeal coming soon. The finality coming soon. Guys, before we wrap up the program, I want to hear from some of you. I would love to hear from some of you. The number is 627-6963. I would love to hear from some of you. I am prepared to hear from some of you. You can call us on WhatsApp, and I think also you can call us directly. 627-6963 is that number. I'd love to hear from some of you as we wrap up. So many issues. PPP at war with itself. I would love to hear from some of you. It's talk back. Even if we got to go into overtime to hear from some people, I want to hear from some of y'all. 627-6963. I want to hear from some of you. 627-6963. Let me see if I get somebody on the line. I see Marlin was trying to call. Hello? I think I lost that person. Folks, 627-6963. Call me on WhatsApp. I want to hear from some of you, or you can call me directly, 627-6963. Let me put that number up for you guys. I want to hear from some of you before we come to program time. Hello? You're going to need to turn down the radio at your end, or the television, or whatever you're listening on. Not the radio, but turn down the device. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon.
A very good evening. Go right ahead, ma'am. Welcome in the ring. Go right ahead.
Okay, the education cash grants were shared in Region 6 yesterday and today.
Mm-hmm.
And Rose Hall was like Christmas.
Hello? Go right ahead, ma'am. You were saying? Hello?
Rose Hall was like Christmas Eve today.
Uh-huh.
Because the education cash grants were shared yesterday and today.
Mm-hmm.
And people, the stores in Rose Hall had Christmas. The road was blocked. It was like Christmas Eve night, people shopping.
Wow.
With the education grant.
Wow. COVID out the window. COVID-19 out of the window.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Thanks for that information, ma'am. Thank you so much. MP Ganesh Mahipal. Good evening, sir. Hello? Hello?
Hearing me, Sharon?
Yes, I am hearing you.
I said I didn't want you to call my name because I was going to rate the PPP.
Go right ahead. What is your ratings in the PPP?
I'm giving them 10 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
I'm giving them 10 for increasing crime.
Mm-hmm.
They did fantastically well there. Increasing crime, putting people at more risk. I am giving them 10 out of 10 for corruption. They did excellent there also. Heavy corruption in the country and the spending of our taxpayers' money. I am giving them 10 out of 10 for bringing hardship on the people of this country, putting a number of people on the breadline. I am giving them 10 out of 10 for no control over the COVID situation in our country.
Uh-huh.
10 out of 10 for cost of living going up, skyrocketed.
Mm-hmm.
People are punishing daily. The PPP has satisfied their namesake.
Mm-hmm.
PPP, punish poor people.
Mm-hmm.
So they lived up to that name.
Mm-hmm.
So they deserve 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
They did excellent in living up to their name and their standard, which
Mm-hmm.
is to punish poor people. And then they put on the C, punish poor people, children. So they did an excellent job,
Mm-hmm.
an excellent job in punishing the people of Guyana.
Mm-hmm.
So my rating for them is 10 out of 10. And if I'm allowed to say 11 out of 10, even better.
Lovely, lovely. I agree with you on all points, sir. Well said.
I hear you.
Thanks very much,
Good
MP.
night to yourself and good night to all your viewers.
Thank you. Good night to you as well. Thanks for coming through, sir. Guys, we want to take some other calls, so waiting on you. Some fantastic areas to give 10 out of 10 for. Some fantastic areas. High marks in crime. High marks. Very, very high marks in those areas. Guys, waiting on you. Waiting on you. We're going to take a couple of other calls, even if we got to go into overtime. Waiting on you for those calls. All right, I may have thrown myself off here. Just give me a second. Let me get it back. Make sure we got. Yeah. I know more story here. Waiting to hear from you guys. Apologies there. Apologies there. I may have clicked off WhatsApp in error. But we still got a couple of minutes left. And those of you who I would have missed, you can feel, please call back. Good to hear from so many of you guys this evening. Waiting for those calls. All right, you're in the ring. Let's hear what's happening.
Good night, Sharon.
Go right ahead.
No, I still waiting on my COVID cash grant.
Where are you living? Which area? Which area?
Section C Enterprise.
Section C Enterprise. No cash grant.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Cash grant. Yes.
Fantastic.
So that is my for the night. Just letting you know.
All right, ma'am. Good. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good, good. No cash grant. Section C Enterprise. Go right ahead. Hello? Hello? Go right ahead, sir. All right. People don't. Go right ahead. Hello? All right, let me see if I get this one. A very good night. Welcome in the ring. Let's fight.
Hi, good evening.
A very good evening, ma'am.
I was wondering, I saw on the news,
Mhm.
Kaichor News, with this old guy in the hospital that his family desert him
Mhm.
and leave him there, which in they go to the palms to take the person there, and the palms refuse it. What is happening in this country
Oh, wow.
now? What is happening?
Wow. It's purgatory. You see, when other calls are coming in, the call tends to go mute. So apologies there. But purgatory, that's what's happening. Purgatory. Guys, you're free to call. I'm gonna follow that up. What's happening there at the Palms? Ready to take your calls, guys. That number again is 627-6963. Again, that number is 627-696. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. What y'all think about these ratings? What you think about the ratings? How the ratings looking? How the ratings looking? Oh, they're not even taking people in the Palms now? Is what we coming to, man. What are we coming to? You're not taking people in the Palms? No, that sounds a little fishy to me. That got to be investigated further. We ain't taking that so. 627-6963. We can take a couple more calls. We have a couple more minutes on air to get to our designated hour. 627-6963. But y'all see it? Purgatory in the PPP. They're fighting each other so much division and discord. You think they get time with what happening at the Palms? Yeah, they got any money to make from the Palms? No. Palms is not big money. Palms is not the big dollars. So nobody would have any time with what's happening there at the Palms. Folks, I want to hear from you. And I hope these people are listening, because I know that they listen and they take notes, and they got a special group, got to give a report every day on what was said in the ring and all of that. Right? So I hope you all tell them that people calling saying they ain't got the COVID cash grant as yet. Some people didn't even have a pink slip, and they didn't even get the first set, much more the second. So I hope you all are carrying the right information. You all are fulfilling the right reports. I hope so. That is what we hope. Right? People want the vaccines. While you're taking notes, make a note of that. People want the vaccines. Every day, COVID, the Sputnik running out. Johnson & Johnson coming soon. Moderna coming soon. Every day. Guys, as we wait for a couple more calls, I have another 5 minutes. Hopefully we can take a couple more calls. I'd be tremendously happy if you guys can share the live stream, if you guys can retweet, if you guys can like. We want to see those emojis. I see hundreds of you still on. Hundreds of you watching. Guys, give us a share. Give us a share. Click that share button there in that live stream. We want to see those emojis. I want to see those emojis. As craven, as stingy, I'm hungry for it. I want to see those emojis, guys. Click that share. Let's take this as a share break until we have another call coming through. Like, share, retweet, subscribe. It's Talk Back Thursday, guys, and I want to hear from you. It's Talk Back Thursday. I want to hear from you, the public, right? Tell me if any thieving happening by you. The people went into the Nappy Primary School, folks. We make this up. Whole chicken missing, sausage missing, knife gone, cutlass gone, cooking oil gone, jar nut butter gone. Things tight. Let me know how things are at your end. Let me know how things are at your end. Maybe things are tight by you. Right? Maybe y'all at y'all in New York shopping at the fancy place. Maybe y'all in York shopping at the fancy place. So things might be nice by you. Y'all might be at Van Cleef and Arpels. Van Cleef and Arpels shopping, so things are tight by you. But while you're at it, I want you all to like, I want you all to click that share button. I want you all to retweet. Because things tight by a lot of people. We're going to wait until the hour goes. And hopefully a couple of you call. We were missing some of the calls early on because as persons call, sometimes the volume goes down automatically. No fault of ours. But again, we are watching that. And we're going to hold, hopefully, for another set of calls. Y'all would notice this evening in the where we usually put the hot topics in our status. It was so much. We didn't know what to put. We didn't know where to start. It was so much, people. It was so much we didn't know where to start and where to go. And as we wrap up, as we wait for a couple more callers, hopefully, and we reflect on those who were at Van Cleef and Arpels shopping out, while the rest of us here have to be teething nut butter and knife and lime and so on, duck and fried rice, and people shopping big at Van Cleef and Arpels. We hope we get at least another call or two before the program goes. And in the meantime, guys, we invite you to like, share, retweet, subscribe. We want to hear from you. It's your night. And so I'm not going to finish inside the hour without holding for a couple of you to call. And as you're here, we invite you guys to share the live stream, to retweet and to subscribe. Right? Apparently, these callers coming soon. They're getting like some people, they coming soon as well. They're coming soon. But we're going to hold, we got 2 minutes left in our program time, according to our schedule. 2 minutes left. And if we get a call or two, we'll be grateful. In the meantime, we encourage you guys to like, to share, to retweet, to subscribe. Things are getting tight in this country, folks. It's purgatory. Confusion powder. Accidents and fires, shootings, stabbing, larceny, you name it. You name it. Some people didn't like the good life on the Granger. Right? We didn't like the good life that we had on the Granger. So while Harriet Van Cleef and Arpels shopping, her husband getting some big reviews here. Her husband getting some big reviews. Paulette Doris Williams says no hard feelings. No hard feelings to the supporters in the comment section, but zero, nada, zilch, null, empty set, nothing, not, goose egg, duck, cipher. He is turning a blind eye to everything that is happening in our country. This is according to Paulette Doris Williams. I like what she said. Zero, nada, zilch, null set, empty set, nothing, not, goose egg, duck, cipher. He is turning a blind eye to everything happening in our country. Chantel Crystal Allen, how y'all want to rate people and y'all forcing people to take vaccine? Y'all didn't increase public servant salary up to now. People waiting how much years? How many months they waiting for salary increase? How y'all want ratings? And I think that Paulette Doris Williams' comment is a high point to end the show on. 0, nada, zilch, no ratings, null set, empty set, nothing, nod, goosegg, duck, cipher. And folks, that brings us to the end of our program time for this evening. We are grateful for all of you who would have joined us tonight, all of the persons who called in and shared in some way or the next what's happening where they are and share their own concerns. We want to thank you. As we go, guys, as we say every night, we want you guys to wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, practice all of the other COVID protocols that are in place for your health and your safety, that of your friends and that of your loved ones. And as you go, guys, we invite you to share the live stream once more. And those of you who are going to come back and watch us later on, you have to share the live stream as well. You have a duty as well. Thanks for staying with us this last hour. It has been our great privilege having you. Do stay safe.